Ew, my bastard brother is getting married? On top of that, that bland girl is going to be your wife? For real? That's so gross. What is it? Is it so weird that I'm getting married? Yeah, it's crazy. Is that so? Well, it kind of makes sense now that I know that it's that plain Jill you're getting married to. But still, it sounds weird. What do you mean? You make no sense. I mean, I introduced her to you when we were at Mom and Dad's. Don't say anything bad about my fiancé. But seriously, I don't know what's so good about such a plain, dull girl. In Jill's case, it's neat and modest. Love is blind. Oh well, you're far from being an elitist couple like Josh and me, who are Ivy League graduates and working for a major corporation. I guess it's a perfect match for someone like you who didn't even go to college and work at a small company. I'm sure you're aware of it, but don't expect me to have a good sister-in-law relationship with her. You kidding? That's exactly what I have in mind. What do you mean? You think I don't know that you bullied Jill in middle school while you two were in the same class? Even now, the way you're acting, just to find out that we're getting married. Besides, both Mom and Dad favored you more. I left home because I didn't feel like I belonged there. I did introduce Jill to you guys as an obligatory greeting, because that's what you're supposed to do. You are invited to the wedding, by the way. But I don't basically plan to have in-law moments with you guys, other than at family weddings and funerals. So I'd appreciate it if you do the same. All right. You guys really seem to know where you stand. Whatever. Hey, Jill. I'm sorry my sister and her husband were so rude to you today. My parents acted the same until they truly understand who you are. Really sorry about that too. It's okay, Kyle. You've apologized to me so many times. Plus, you've run me ahead. After all, it's that Sarah and her parents who adores her. To tell the truth, it was pretty much as I expected. Really? By the way, looks like Sarah forced you to exchange contacts with you. Were you okay with that? Sure, I'm fine with it, as long as it's just a text messages. I told them we won't be participating in any family occasions. You can just block her, okay? I'm thinking of blocking her after the wedding. For now, it's safer to stay chill and leave the door open for her, don't you think? Well, I'm not the same wimp I used to be. I'll just dodge her, so don't worry. Well, if you think you've had enough, you can just block her any time. I know. Thanks for your thoughts. Hey, you jerk. Thanks for the wedding invitation. I'm not going. That's fine. Huh? Jill's parents understand where I stand at home. They also know about the bullying you've been doing to Jill. That's why they told us to just let it go if you're not attending. Plus, we weren't planning to have a grand wedding to begin with, so there's no problem. I see. So, you're not gonna have a big wedding? Nope. We were very selective about who to invite, and we've decided that's enough. I just thought of a great idea. What is it? My husband and I just registered our marriage, but we didn't have a wedding yet, right? I didn't know that. But we decided we want to throw a wedding now. I won't invite my jerk brother and his wife, though. Do whatever you want. Huh? I don't expect you to invite me in the first place, so don't worry about it. Okay then. He really pisses me off. Hey, you jerk! Did you get my reply to your wedding invitation? Yeah, I got it yesterday. You sure you're not coming? Yep, I'm really sure. Who would want to go to a low-cost, crappy wedding? Besides, we're having a wedding the same day. The same day? On purpose? Yep, the same day, just for the sake of it. Unlike the drab and boring wedding of high school graduate and a blonde girl, ours is going to be fancy and extravagant. You both were losers finding jobs. You cried to dad and had him ask his business connections to get you jobs. I don't know how you can brag about it. Business connections are also part of your skills and assets. I hear stories that you guys really suck at what you do and don't have any friends at work. Don't say random things just because you're jealous of us. Anyway, we've decided to get married on the same day. Wait to see how we are on a different level than you. Okay. I just won't prepare the seatings for you guys then. Don't mention it. Don't need them. You should know that you guys are the ones who don't know where you stand. Huh? Stop acting stupid and really observe your situation you're in. Whatever. I have no clue what you're saying. Hey, you douchebag! Why aren't you at your wedding? What do you mean? I came all the way to the Park Hotel to attend your wedding. Which Park Hotel are you at? Duh, so obvious. The one near the station, closest from your house. I can't believe your wedding is at a Park Hotel. So expensive. I'm pretty sure you don't have the kind of money to travel far. No. Did you really check the location on the invitation? What do you mean? It's not here? Nope. Then where? Hawaii. Hawaii? The Park Hotel in Hawaii. Hawaii? I think that's what it says, doesn't it? No way! My loser brother and his blonde wife is getting married abroad? I think you should know that I just got a new job and I'm now making so much more money than you guys. What? Really? I mean, what happened to your wedding? Wasn't it supposed to be today? No one showed up. What? Really? I called out about the wedding on Instagram, but no one came. Even mom and dad didn't come. I don't know about your friends, but mom and dad and all the relatives are here. Huh? Why? It's so wrong that they chose you over me? Who have more affection? Well, they all seem uncomfortable being at the same table with Joe's relatives. What do you mean? My wife, Jill's grandfather, is the chairman of the company Dad works for. Wait a minute. Dad's company is where Josh and I work. Does that mean Jill's the granddaughter of the chairman of a huge corporation? I guess so. Why didn't you tell me? I told you. Huh? I told you when I brought Jill to Mom and Dad's place to introduce her as my fiancée. You did? While you and your husband were so busy dissing us, Mom and Dad were trying to stop you. What? It looked like you completely ignored them. Wait, you didn't notice? Is that why you suggested that we should have our wedding on a different date? We tried to warn you, but you forced it through. Because the whole point was to have it on the same day as my loser brothers. I can't believe Dad prioritized your wedding over mine. He's in management position now. And being the parent of the groom who is getting married the chairman's granddaughter, I'm sure Dad had no choice. Well, everyone knows how he was mean to Jill in the past. So I'm sure he feels very embarrassed and uncomfortable. Wait a minute. Was it Jill's payback that no one came to my wedding? Hey, you know that's not true. Did you even send out invitations to the people you wanted to come? It's so tedious sending out individual invitations. I texted everyone and also posted on Instagram to let them know the day before yesterday. Did you receive RSVP? Huh? I invited them, so I expect them to come no matter what. For those whiners, I just told them to shut their mouths and come. That's not an invitation. What? You remember my invitation, right? You RSVP me. Basically, if you don't have that kind of communication, people won't know if they're invited or not. Is that so? Plus, the day before yesterday is way too late to be calling out. That's a total disaster. Your wedding planner obviously didn't do their job. What the hell is going on? Well, none of the wedding venues were available today, so we decided to rent out a French restaurant. But no one showed up, so... Wait, Jill wants to talk to you about that. What? Jill? She said she's going to text you now, so hold on. Sarah, go back to the restaurant now. Huh? Hey, stop acting like a big shot the moment you reveal that you're a chairman's granddaughter. That's not what I'm talking about. The restaurant you booked is owned by my cousin who's at the wedding here today. Your cousin? There's a huge fuss at the restaurant right now that a couple who ditched their private wedding reception bailed without paying. No way! I found out it was you and your husband, so I'm calling them now. They said if you don't go back, they'll call the police. The police? They want you back at the restaurant by 7:40 p.m. to pay the bill. Only 40 more minutes? It's too close. They're not going to wait for you. You better hurry. What the heck? After that, my sister and her husband returned to the restaurant just in time. They were relieved that they were not reported to police. However, the bill came up to $12,000. Although they somehow managed to pay with a credit card, they are now in huge debt and a mess. They had expected to pay off the venue with congratulatory gifts, but they got none. She now has a big rift with my parents, who would have been the first to help her in a situation like this. After a big fight, they insulated themselves from each other. By the way, my sister's husband had also cut ties with his parents a while ago. Furthermore, they resigned from work. Must have become very uncomfortable working in the same company as my father. They are now living in a shabby apartment and working part-time to save money. They have been fighting fiercely every day, and it seems that my sister will become a divorcee in no time.